The next matchup will see the arrival of two very exciting debutants who have been making their mark in a big way on the Submission Kings tournament events. First up, representing Constrictor Jiu-Jitsu in Pretoria, making his debut on the winner-takes-all mat. In the blue corner, please welcome Abdel Ghani. His opponent, a certified Gracie Jiu-Jitsu instructor, fresh off a very impressive competitive streak. He fights out of the red corner, representing Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Fourways. He too is making his winner-takes-all debut. Please welcome Nathan Thorne. These two dudes will be tearing.
These two guys have been tearing it up. You know, Nathan has come up in leaps and bounds. Abdel arrived here in the same venue, took us all by surprise. You know, I think stylistically, I think this matchup is going to be epic, 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 and I personally cannot wait to see this go down.
These two are definitely not strangers to each other. They both cross-train at FM, Grappling, Sunninghill. Nathan trains there more regularly than Abdel, but obviously Abdel is from an affiliate school and trains there fairly often on the weekends. Two very different styles as well. One with Abdel being very leg heavy and Nathan being very strong on the top position, and obviously from the guard he's been running through guys in the local scene.
Yeah, and interesting to note, if you look at the weigh-ins, Nathan requested the fight to be at 77. I didn't realize he's cutting quite a lot of weight to compete at 70. Abdel, Abdel is quite natural at 70. I think he's comfortable there, but you know, he's a gamer. He wanted to compete, and you could have told him heavyweight. He probably would have still been here, you know.
Yeah.
So interesting to see. I mean, we can see now Nathan's kind of slowing down. He came out quite heavy in the beginning, and now trying to get into his plan and try and settle into it a little bit.
I mean, this is kind of what we expected, right? Is to Nathan to take the top position, and then Abdel to start playing down in the bottom position, starting from the reverse delihiva, going to the half guard. He's probably looking to get under Nathan's hips and try and get onto the legs, while Nathan's obviously looking to get the guard pass and start playing from the top side control position.
And interesting to see the constrictor guys, especially this sort of frame like Abdel, Coach Calvin, they all adapt a very similar sort of style, but in their own regards. And you know, we know what to expect from them. I think if you spend a bit of time with them, you kind of have an idea of what to expect, and this is exactly it.
I think if you look at the constrictor guys, a lot of them are just strong bottom players. You know, you look at Nico Brits, you look at Calvin himself, Abdel. They've got a very strong bottom game.
No.
Oh! Phenomenal entry on the knee bar there.
And it seems physically like Nathan really explodes onto things. He finds an opportunity and he's really, really exploding on it.
I think that's what we saw in that April Submission Kings tournament, where I think Nathan went 5-1 for the day, and a lot of it was just him just attacking the submissions, just getting on top and attacking the submissions. So he's quite a physical fighter, and I think that's what really does play into his like strengths. You know, like all his submissions are fast and hard.
Abdel going to get a bit of time on top here.
It'll be interesting to see if Abdel can get to the side control position and start working on that arm. He's got the far side underhook. Maybe looking to step around and start entering onto an armbar or a kimura. Nathan obviously understands the threat that's there. Now just settling down for normal crossface and underhook.
both
What's
guys.
what's next for these guys?
Well, it's interesting. We're obviously he's in on the neck there. I don't think too much stress for Abdel just yet.
Yeah, Abdel's on the connection point, so it's going to be pretty difficult for Nathan to get a decent choke going there. Okay, referee Surge resetting in the center there. So we're still saying, what's next for these guys?
So it's an interesting question. I think we've got to see where they belong, which weight category. I mean, obviously, I think Nathan can cut 270. I think Abdel's quite comfortable.
Looks
at
like he's
70.
entering for the Peruvian, potentially. Get a step over the head and then get that left leg over the back. Or looking for that little short 10-finger choke. I don't know.
Going to the back now.
Straight to the back. Oh, beautiful entry. But I think Abdel will get out there. His hip line's cleared.
Yeah, into the
But
mount.
Nathan will get straight to the mount.
Start attacking that left side arm, which is his right arm.
It's been a phenomenal match so far. We've still got 4 minutes of action to go. One more time. What's next for these guys?
So we take it one fight at a time, kind of see the performance they put on. I'm trying to see styles as well, see what we can find up in styles. This division at Sub Kings in September, it will be stacked as always, and we'll get a good idea from there, I think. But yeah, again, these guys, it's exactly the way I saw it. They're pretty evenly matched. I mean, obviously Abdel lacks a little bit more experience in terms of training jiu-jitsu, I think. So he's only going to get way better from here. And I think this experience is going to be great for his confidence.
Oh, beautiful entry there. He's onto the leg. We saw him in a similar position against Jamie Gemmell in the actual regular Sub Kings tournament. And Abdel, unfortunately, misunderstood the rule set and got DQ'd in that match. But he's quite strong in this position. He's going to look to enter onto that heel for the inside heel hook. Oh, maybe turn it into a knee bar. Going to keep rolling. I think
Abdel just making sure that the referees saw the grip that he had.
Nathan, obviously, quite an experienced competitor. I mean, realizing that rolling to out of bounds would have got a decent reset, which would obviously buy him that time to get the heel slippage potentially now.
And also think about what he needs to do to escape, like buying some time for his mind to just think about it properly.
Nathan kind of needs to hide the heel around Abdel's hip now and then start rotating out to his right-hand side. So come out the side and then he can look to obviously clear the hip line as well. But Abdel's got a decent connection there by the hip and he's already got heel exposure.
And it's
slipped. It slipped. If I was Abdel now, I'd come up to the top position. Yep. That's good work.
You think that riding to the edge of the mat really worked in Nathan's favor there?
But that's the thing with the experience, right? Is it if you compete enough, you're gonna learn these little tricks of the trade, you know. A less experienced athlete probably would have just tried to conventionally clear the escape the submission.
Nathan trying to catch his breath here.
I think both fighters are really showing some fatigue now.
Sure.
And that's going to play heavily if they get into the overtime position.
Oh. You could hear the corner of Abdel Ghani ask him to be patient.
Patience is key, right? It's like with a lot of these guys, when they rush the position and they get a positional change, you know, like now we just saw a sweep or a reversal, sorry. It's a lot of the time that's because they're rushing the position, not establishing the control.
Nathan's starting to figure out where his physical strengths work with that reversal. And if you're Nathan and you're feeling quite comfortable now, I reckon you've got to try and put the pressure on. You're physically a bit stronger. You've got to back your cardio here, and you've got to really start to really pound the pressure on Abdel. Abdel might in his mind might have made that decision to really calm it down and catch your breath. You know, you've got a physical guy that's probably going to take your back soon. So really try and conserve. Oh, last minute dive on the leg here. Oh, he thought about the tap there. He thought about the tap there.
That was very deep on the knee bar there.
I think 20 seconds to go. I think
Nathan's going to have it. He got the sub. That's the risk, right? That's the risk. When you're going to be so offensive and go for the submissions, you know, you're going to open up to being countered. Phenomenal performance there from Abdel and from Nathan.
I'm with your winner here, Abdel Ghani. Abdel, it seemed like you were getting a bit tired at the end. Last ditch dive on the leg. Talk us through what went on there.
Yeah, I'm not too happy with my performance, obviously, but I was surprised he went for the legs. That's my specialty. So I just counted the legs. Obviously, when you give one, when you take one, you give one. So I saw the opening and I took it.
So would you say attacking the legs was your strategy coming into this one?
100%. I knew he was explosive. He's very strong. He's very athletic. Yeah, I just want to grow from this and improve, and hopefully I can come back here soon.
Obviously representing a young gym of Constrictor. Just tell us what that means to get that win and take it back to Pretoria with you.
It means a lot. My team is very precious to me. Nick helped me very, very much. Coach Calvin's the best coach in Pretoria. Yeah,
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Abdel Ghani. Congrats again.